Halloween is coming up. I just feel like Halloween was this like really magical time when I was a kid. Like I used to get dressed up and go out with all of my friends into the neighborhood and go trick-or-treating and run around and have a blast and gorge on candy, and it was just so magical and lovely. And I think that as an adult I've kind of lost that magic. I thought, what better way to celebrate Halloween than to read some kind of spooky, scary, thrillery books. So I will tell you what I started on this morning. So what's gonna be book number 1? The Housemaid. I have been seeing this everywhere. What this is about is an unhinged maid who went to prison for 10 years working for an unhinged rich woman, and the rich woman locks her in an attic, but the unhinged maid is like, girl, you don't know what I'm capable of. I love an unhinged woman story, and what is better than one unhinged woman? 2 unhinged women. I feel like this is gonna be a bop. Okay, I should get to work. This is really good so far. Very suspenseful. The chapters are super short. I don't really care about any of the characters, to be honest. I really have no reason to root for anybody. But mostly I like it because it is so good at just building suspense. I'm on page 70 and excited to dig into this more. Book so poorly written and yet so insanely readable at the same time. Like, I can't put this down, but also it's not good. The workday is over. So now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go walk over to the library because we have a surprise new book coming right at you. I have book club in just a little over a week, and I haven't been able to get the book at the library, but my hold finally came through today. So I'm gonna walk on over to the library and pick that up, and I'll tell you all about the book when I got it back home with me. And also I am going to head over to the gym to finish up a workout that I didn't quite finish on my lunch break, and to do some walking on the treadmill while I read more of The Housemaid, which is getting pretty darn good. At first I was like, I don't know, because I was very excited for 2 unhinged women, and it felt very much like pitting women against women and idealizing the one male character in the book, and I was growing a little frustrated with that, but I think that's turning around now. So I am once again very intrigued, very invested, and very excited to read some more this evening.
Nice view.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello there. I just got back from the gym. I'm about to make some dinner, but first let me tell you about the book club book that I picked up at the library. This is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. It's a dark academia literary thriller about Shakespearean actors at a conservatory whose rivalry turns ugly. sounds spooky, sounds creepy, sounds delightful. I am very excited to dig in. But first, we have to finish The Housemaid. Oh, this girl is crazy. Oh no. No, 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 no. What?
No. Well.
Good morning. It is 6 a.m. on day 3 of this reading challenge, and I am starting the day off by heading to the gym. Last night I finished The Housemaid. Overall, I really liked it. Mostly I recommend. It's everything you want in a thriller. It was fast-paced, suspenseful, highly entertaining. There were a lot of twists and turns, and I did not see all of them coming. The writing was very mid. You're not really given a reason why you should root for either of the main characters until 2/3 of the way through the book. So while I was interested in the plot for most of the book, I really wasn't invested in anybody, and I feel like the book could have been made better if the author had given me a reason to invest my emotions in these characters earlier on in the novel. Overall, though, I had a great time reading it, and I would definitely recommend it to you if you're someone that really loves thrillers similar to The Woman in the Window, The Silent Patient, or Gone Girl. If you are someone that really just loves a good character study and you don't enjoy books that are more plot than character, then you're probably not going to want to pick this one up. But if you're in the mood for like an easy to read, fast-paced thriller that keeps you wanting to come back, then this is the book for you. So today I'm going to the gym, and then I've got work per usual. After work, I am going to read If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, because that's the book club book, and I really should be responsible and read that before I read anything else. So I'll check in with you a little bit later on throughout the day to let you know how I'm liking If We Were Villains. It is 10 p.m. I am on page 59 of If We Were Villains, and I gotta be honest, if this wasn't for book club, I would have DNF'd it. It's not bad. It's really good. It's written very well. It would be an amazing book for the right person, but we shall power through and hope that I enjoy it more as I go. For now, I'm going to read a couple more pages and go to sleep. And I will see you tomorrow. It's the weekend.
Music, it saved me, but it drives me crazy, 'cause it forces my eyes to take a look and see. Got to decide to be happy, 'cause it don't always come naturally. Flowers don't grow without the rain, and goodness don't grow without the pain. Flowers don't grow without the rain, goodness don't grow without the pain. I've been down on my knees, praying for things I don't believe, hoping that it'll save me, so I If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sad and you know it, well now's your chance to dance. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sad and you know it, well now's your chance to dance. So now's your chance to dance. Now's your chance to dance. I've been down on my knees, praying things I don't believe, hoping that it'll save me. So I decide to be happy. I've been down on my knees, praying things I don't believe, hoping that it'll save me. So I decide to be happy.
It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. I just finished work, which means we've got the whole weekend ahead of us. So this weekend, the big plans are to finish If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. Last time I checked in with you, I was not loving the book. I have read more today and I am enjoying it more now. I like that it's a character-driven novel. I like that it's exploring the line between friend and foe. And I like that it's fleshing out very complex relationships in a very dynamic way. I'm not loving that it's all about Shakespeare. Billy and I just don't vibe. But nevertheless, we shall trudge on because it is for book club. So I am going to continue to read that this weekend, and hopefully I'll just continue to like it more and more and more as we go on. In addition to reading, I have not 0, not 1, but 2 Halloween gatherings to attend this weekend. The first one is this evening. It's a little costume party and nacho potluck with my friends. So what I'm going to go do right now is make my costume, and I will show you what that is before I head off to the party. I humbly present to you Cloudy, with a chance of showers. Hello! It's been a little over a day since I last checked in with you. Last time we saw each other, I was dressed as a little storm cloud, getting ready for my Halloween party. That was a blast. The nachos were delicious. Yesterday, Eric and I went on a walk to get coffee and breakfast in the morning, and then we ended up going to the gym. Then after that, I came home and I got ready for another Halloween party that I went to yesterday evening, which was also a blast. It was delightfully strange. There was a spooky Halloween concert. There was a wolf howl. There was friendship. There was fun. So this morning, I've been kind of catching up on the reading that I didn't do yesterday. I am still chugging along in If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I've gotten more used to all the Shakespearean references and to understanding the meaning more quickly in the Shakespearean verse that's quoted throughout the book. I do still think that I would get more out of this book if I knew more about Shakespeare, so perhaps when I'm done I'll go do some research on my own into the references in this book so that I can more fully appreciate and understand its meaning. Beyond reading today, Eric and I are also going to REI, and we're going to Costco and have a nice cozy evening at home. So I don't think there'll be a ton of footage from the day, but I'll show you some B-roll of just how the day is progressing. And I'll catch up with you more probably tomorrow. Let's dive in to final thoughts on If We Were Villains. You can tell that M.L. Rio loves Shakespeare. This book is really a love letter to Shakespeare and his plays. It is a murder mystery, but it's also very much a character-driven novel. It follows 7 main characters throughout their senior year of a theater program. Each of those main characters feels like a living, breathing, complex human being. They are what make these pages come to life. The writing is atmospheric, it exudes dark academia. The novel is well structured and well paced. It mimics the structure of a Shakespearean play, which is done in 5 acts, each with their own purpose. You've got exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. It's a formula as old as time, as old as Shakespeare, and it works really well. I do have a few small complaints. I did not enjoy the twist on the very last page. I felt like it was kind of forced, and I felt like it did not match the tone of the book overall. I also think that because this book is in first person, the point of view is very limited. And so if you're gonna have a cast of 7 main characters and you wanna flesh them out as complex and dynamic characters, as I can tell ML Rio did, I don't really think that first person is the best way to do that, because the character development was very uneven and skewed. And I also feel like I didn't come to understand the motivations of the main antagonist of the novel either, because we didn't ever get his point of view or access into his thoughts in any way. Overall though, I would recommend, especially if you like dark academia, like if you were a fan of novels like Donna Tartt's A Secret History, you're really gonna love this. Also, if you like character-driven dramas, and also if you like Shakespeare, this is gonna be your jam.
Nice.
However, I might recommend passing if you loathe Shakespeare. You're not gonna have a good time with her. Also, if you're someone that needs answers to all of the questions that a book poses, this is gonna make you a little mad, because there were a lot of untied strings at the end. And finally, if you're just not into dark books, mysteries, dramas, this probably just isn't gonna vibe with you. I, though, had a fun time reading it. I did really enjoy it, despite my few kind of qualms with the novel. And I'm very excited to discuss it at my book club this evening with my friends. And that is a wrap on this reading vlog. We read 2 spooky books in a week. What spooky books are you reading this fall season? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I wish you the very best, and I will see you next time.